Hello, hello, hello. Welcome to LadyGang. I am beccatobin here with jacvanek and keltieknight. Keltieknight.
Oh.
You said you quit caffeine. Coffee.
I'm so glad you're bringing this up. This wasn't my good week, bad week, but you know what? I'm going to just move away from what I was going to tell you, which was that, wait, hold on. Can you do the intro or else I'll lose it?
Keltieknight. That, what intro?
Time for good week, bad week.
Okay. Oh, okay.
It's time for
Good week.
Yes, it is.
Bad week. Oh, no.
Okay, so yes, I am back to being a complete shit human.
Okay.
I wanted everyone to know the last time we sat here,
So
I was
crazy.
like, I'm so healthy. My sex drive is crazy. I've never felt better. I quit caffeine. I'm like the best version of myself. Health is who I am. And the last few weeks have absolutely damaged me.
Yeah.
The other day I was flying back from New York. I was first of all, I have a full Ativan prescription. I want everyone to know, big pharma. Mm-hmm. I cannot get through getting my brain to shut off. None of my things are working. So
Are you just taking it at night?
I take it at night to go to sleep because I am on one that's high and I am so stressed out and I feel so much pressure from everything. I'm not bujoing right now. And I'm forgetting things.
Wow.
I had an interview this morning and my PR team was like, are you getting on? And I was like, for what? And they're like, your 8:30 a.m. interview. I was like, I have no idea what you're talking about.
Wow.
I'm a disaster. Had to call my psychiatrist and was like, let's up the drugs. Mm-hmm. The other day I was flying back from New York. I had, in the entire day of my life, 1 Dunkin' Donuts coffee and 3 donuts. That's all I ate. When I get busy and stressed
She's
out,
off the wagon.
I revert to such a disgusting version of me that it hurts my fucking soul. Like what is wrong with me? I paid so much money. I have done so much work this year. I worked so hard to get healthy and I got in such a good place where I thought I had changed. And airports will f you up.
Yeah, they'll f you up.
Yeah.
Airports will f you up because I just need to be at home in my safe cave of health. Anyway, so I am back on caffeine.
She's drinking a
coffee.
iced coffee. That's why.
But I am now returning to health.
Oh.
And listen, I'm going to meet myself somewhere in the middle.
Which is where you should always be.
I
know you can't do that.
I know I can't do that. Okay. Anyway, so my bad week is that I'm a fucking idiot.
Did you have a good week?
No, that Ben Stiller followed me on Twitter, which I already used. So
Okay.
You really are falling apart.
I know.
I've never been more
Unhinged.
in my life.
So sorry.
It's wild.
It's okay.
Well,
You look
we're not-
great.
Yeah, you do look great.
Thank you.
Which might be even more important.
Well, the problem is I think I'm spending too much free time being beautiful and not enough time
innards.
being organized.
Like, what are you doing being beautiful?
Like I've been doing glam and I'm worried more about like, as you know, when we film, normally I look like hot garbage. And like today I was like, I'm wearing like a nice Skims bodysuit. I did choose a necklace this morning.
Oh.
Like I'm trying to like,
Up the ante.
I'm trying to live up to the expectation of myself that I am trying to put out in the world, but like really I'm failing. But here's the great news is that no, there is no good news. I need to eat a cucumber. Kelty, eat a cucumber. Jack, take it away.
We're going to force some vegetables down your throat today.
I had veggies last night.
You did?
Yeah, no, I'm good.
She's on her way
getting there.
back.
She's getting
But
there.
I ate an entire ice cream cake that my friend brought over. My husband was out of town, and every night I got myself a slab of that ice cream cake. And then at the end, I was like, what have I done this week? I ate an entire sheet cake to myself.
And nothing
love
else.
ice cream.
It's so good.
Okay, go ahead.
Baskin Robbins cookies and cream.
I was just going to ask if yours was cookies and cream.
No,
nothing
it's
better.
I had classic.
I don't even really like Oreos, but a cookies and cream.
I know, me
nothing
too.
better. Okay, my good week. Obviously, our lovely guest today, Demi.
Yep.
She just released a song with the main on it.
Yay!
The main is featured on one of her revamped songs.
So cool.
That's so cool that she even thought about asking them to be on it. Maybe it had a little bit of something to do with me.
Did
I don't
it?
know. I mean, I'm the connection between them.
I want you to talk about this with her.
Yeah, I will. But it's really cool. It's the song Neon Lights. And so all of her versions are like these rock versions.
Up at the sky.
It is insane. It sounds like a metal song.
Yes.
It's crazy. It's like if they would ever play it live, the crowd would go absolutely insane.
Bananas.
It's super heavy. It sounds like Bring Me the Horizon. It's amazing. So that is my good week. The main is doing big things. Also, their tour is selling out. So like all good stuff. I'm really excited for them. Like if things are finally happening.
I love
16
it.
years later.
Well,
know?
that's the thing. The other day, Chris and Betty was like, I can't believe the main stayed together for 16 years. Because the hardest thing about being a band is staying together.
Well, they're good people.
The hardest thing about being in a podcast is staying together.
Bingo.
No, they're lucky. They're all normal, good people. Like there's not like a weirdo or like nobody has an ego. Their singer is like the nicest person ever. So there's not like any weird vibes going on.
Okay.
Okay. So that is my good week. Oh, my bad week is a simple one. I was getting I had a doctor's appointment and I was filling out all like the prerequisite, their like family history, whatever.
Yeah.
One of the questions on it was, how many sexual partners have you had over your lifetime?
Rude.
That's pretty normal.
It is?
Yeah.
Why do they care?
I'm not sure why. There has to be like some old fashioned reason. Like, I don't know how it would matter now.
It wasn't even for like a sexual health. It wasn't like my gyno or anything.
I don't know.
It was really weird. And I'm like, number one, I don't know.
I sometimes will attempt to count.
I count and then...
But every time I leave off someone and then I have to go back and then I leave off another person.
Oh my God. They're like the random one night stands that have happened that I don't even know who the guy's name is.
Yeah.
No,
Some people I don't even know if it did happen. I'm like, did it? I don't know.
Like I was drunk, maybe. No, because I'm like, it's not asking me if I have like an STD or like if I'm using contraceptive
I
or
wonder
like
if one of the doctors, the many doctors, remember from our tour, there were so many doctors that showed up.
LadyGang doctors,
Let us
why do
know.
you have to know?
Why do you have to know how many sexual partners I've had my
Why you
entire
gotta
life?
shame me, bitch?
Okay.
She's
I cannot.
on one.
I cannot.
Becca?
Okay, so my good week is that I have a new celebrity crush.
Oh, not Cillian Murphy.
Is it me?
Killian? Is it Killian or Cillian?
Jacvanek.
Sorry.
It's Killian. It's not you, Kelty. However, it's Abby Wambach.
From
She's a soccer player.
Oh.
She's married to Glennon Doyle.
Yeah.
And I've never had feelings like this. Well, it's a very isolated video that I feel feelings. It's not like an overarching.
The purple hair?
I think when she played soccer, she had
like
purple,
does it.
short
No, I'm
blonde.
thinking of Megan Rapone or whatever.
Wait, Ali Wambach, when I look it up, a bunch
Abby
of
Lettuce came up?
literally only lettuce.
What?
Abby Wambach? What is Ali Wambach? It's a type of salad.
Okay, so she's married to Glennon Doyle.
Okay.
And I follow Glennon Doyle on
I see this.
Instagram. And I was just scrolling one day, and there's this video of Abby, and it's an isolated
Incident.
Like,
It's
you know
like-
when somebody does something
It's
and you're
like
like,
the AJ hip
I was
thrust.
going to say that. It's like our AJ video.
I don't know, because I feel like you feel feelings for AJ outside of that video.
No, but that was the one.
That video was
1 minute, 25 seconds on that video was the one.
Oh my God.
Yep.
So she's practicing in this video. She's practicing all the lyrics for Taylor Swift, one of her songs. She's learning all the words to this Taylor Swift song, so when she goes to the concert, she's prepared.
Okay.
So Glennon is videoing Abby all over the house, like practicing.
That's cute.
And I don't know what it is, but like she dances a lot, and she's got like really good moves. And I was like, wow.
See, it is the AJ video. It's the move.
It's
got
the
hip
move.
thrust.
Yeah.
It's like the body language
Yeah.
and something about it. So it's super exciting. I
love a new celeb crush.
Really happy for you.
Thank you so much. My bad week is that I was in Montana and we went to a place where they called it a bear sanctuary, and it's not really, it's just a really
zoo?
terrifying place and run by people who definitely kill people in the middle of the night and like feed them to the bears. And I don't want to say the name of this establishment, but like it was
Not a
so
sanctuary? Like Tiger King style?
It was like Tiger King
Were they like
with bears.
Were they definitely like on drugs?
It felt like everyone there was on a substance.
Oh, I meant the bears.
Oh, no. But I did find it odd that before the bears came out of their cave, which I don't know, it led to like literally nowhere. I don't know where they're keeping the bears. They put jelly on all the surfaces, grape jelly on all the surfaces.
So they lick them?
So that they would come up close and like lick off a log.
Oh my God. Were you behind glass?
No.
You're just there?
A tall cement thing.
Oh.
It was like the darkest. And this is why you can't trust marketing, because a sanctuary, I imagine.
Anybody could say they're a sanctuary.
First of all, no bear needs a sanctuary.
No.
The bear is like alive, eating people, and like climbing up
Smucker's
shit.
jelly.
we don't
And,
need
like,
to save the bears.
The bears are fine.
Yeah,
you know
the
what I
bears
mean?
just need to live
It's
and not
like-
become extinct.
It's not like the baby seals that are being clubbed over the head by people. Like bears are like the king of Earth.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
it's like the bears are fine.
They're on the top of the food chain.
It
Yeah.
was super dark.
Okay.
Yikes. Did you look up reviews?
No, I don't do things like that.
Oh.
Speaking of dark, Demi Lovato's rock album coming up.
Boom.
The Lady Gang.
Hello, hello, hello. Welcome back to the Lady Gang. This is part 2 of our Demi Lovato interview. We had so much good Demi that we had to break her into 2 parts. If you haven't listened to last week, that is part 1. We're talking about her new album, Revamped, and so much more. Thanks for joining us. Okay. I want to ask you about how you got the idea to do rock versions of hit songs.
So I went on tour last year for my album, and making the set list, I kind of was like, how am I going to fit Sorry Not Sorry and Heart Attack into these songs that are so much more rock than obviously the non-rock songs.
Right.
So I switched them around production-wise to make them fit on tour, and I was like, I actually really love these and would love to put these out for my fans. So that's how it came about, was tour basically.
Is there a song? Ooh, this is a risky question.
Oh my God.
Is there a song that you think is better as the rock version than
Neon
the
Lights. Neon Lights for sure.
Yeah.
For sure, because it's like Neon Lights was great as it was, don't get me wrong, and I have love for that version of it. But this one just adds so much more. There's so much more to it now.
Yeah.
It's like
It's literally
beefier.
sounds massive. Like it sounds like a massive song.
Like I feel like we need a headline Coachella. Maine comes out. We'll be in the bodysuits this time. Jack will never. Actually, wait. You love to not wear pants.
I love no pants.
Yeah, you won't.
I don't wanna
be in a
dance.
trouser. She doesn't show her knees.
I'll choreograph.
Okay,
I'll be dance captain.
We can do shimmer tights for you. And
You want to
can
be in a
just-
character
perfect.
shoe? Done.
You what?
A character shoe.
Yeah, I'll be on the tap shoe.
as
I'll
a
be a
mu-
dancing man.
Yes. I'm like, what's a musical man?
musical man.
A musical woman.
What was your other than that was the favorite song to revisit in the actual studio? Because when you were actually performing it, taking the tracks that were going to make the album. And you just wailed.
Confident was really fun. I
Wait, do we
loved
need to tell her?
doing-
Should we tell her?
Okay, tell me.
Go ahead, Becca.
Since 2015, when this episode launched, or this podcast launched, we have used a confident sounds alike.
If you go to listen to your episode and it starts off, it goes dun, 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 dun.
It's a sound alike.
Dun, dun.
Oh, amazing.
We couldn't afford to use
The
your
real
actual
song.
Yeah, I know, and I don't even know how it came to be.
No,
because
the
we were
producers-
we want confident, but we
Yeah.
can't afford it. And they're like, there's a sounds alike on elevatormusic.com you can use.
It's not
Oh
great,
my
but
God.
it's been our theme music
been our
for
theme song.
7
We
years.
walk out to it in our
That's
shows.
right.
So we're really sorry about
No,
that.
that's amazing.
And hopefully after this interview goes out, maybe we can afford to actually option the real version.
But the rock version.
the rock version.
yeah.
We'll update.
Oh my
And then
God.
I also did love singing Tell Me You Love Me. Being back in the studio doing that one was I hadn't sang that one in so long. And so getting to really sing on that one too was fun.
Do you feel like you've chilled out at all about your perfectionism with the voice? Because I remember in your documentary when you were like, it has to be perfect. And I was like,
Your
bitch,
voice
it's
is literally
perfect. It sounds great. What are you
Thank
talking
you.
about?
Unreal.
Are you
No.
still just not so bananas about that?
I think I might be worse about it. I don't know. I want it to be perfect so bad. And I've just always been a perfectionist. I remember I don't remember this, but my mom told me when I was in kindergarten growing up, the teacher called her and was like, hey, Demi's having a really hard time in class because if she doesn't color within the lines, she gets really frustrated and throws it away.
Dude, I did the same thing when I was
No
a kid.
way.
My parents would say I'd draw all these intricate drawings, and I would get so frustrated with myself that I would crumple them up and throw them away. And my parents were
Yes.
like, "They're amazing."
Yes.
I'm like, "It's not perfect."
Yeah, and so if I had to try something new, if I didn't get it on the first try, I was bummed about it. But so I think it might be a little worse now maybe with age. I don't know.
Yeah.
Because there's this quote in Rolling Stone that I just wanted to read out to everyone because this is so crazy. You're like, I changed the melody a little bit in certain spots and then tried to hit higher notes than the original.
Of course.
Like, she's just like, it wasn't like quite
Hard enough.
wailing enough. Like, you're like, oh, I think I'll just up the octave.
I think my range has grown.
That's cool.
Yeah.
So like now, especially with songs like Cool for the Summer, like I didn't hit very high notes in that song. So I wanted to add a little pizzazz.
And do you do that to challenge yourself or do you do it just because like you can?
I do it to challenge myself, but I also do it because I'm like, I know I can do this.
Yeah.
And like, might as well see what I can do when I get in the booth. And then whatever comes out, comes out.
Right.
So I'm like, I'm always in the booth, like trying to one up myself. And maybe that's a bit of like that need for perfection again.
Yeah.
Well, I'm no expert on voices because I can't sing a lick, but I do feel like you have one of the strongest, most powerful voices like
Thank
in
you.
music.
No, oh yeah.
you.
Like even seeing you in live like arena tour, like you really can wail.
Thank you.
Is that right?
Yeah, good job.
Oh my God, no.
Is that how you would describe it?
Yes, yes.
I would hope so.
Yeah.
But like
Demi's like, I know so.
listen, I think people love to discuss you in so many different ways, but like what we should really be discussing is like your vocal talent is insane.
Thank
like it's
you.
actually like on par with so many of these people that we talk about, like the Celines and the Adeles of the world that are like just bananas voices.
Yeah.
you.
So like
Yeah.
let's all start doing that. Is my point.
I've already known that.
Well, yeah, you did.
Yeah.
You did because
Yeah.
you were,
Yeah.
because she was singing next
She was
to
the
you.
only one on Glee who didn't get any auto tune. Just kidding. I can only speak for myself.
Is there a song that's super popular that when you have to revisit it, you have a little bit of a eye roll?
Or an ick.
Ooh, what song gives you the ick?
You know what song gave me the ick before was Give Your Heart a Break.
Really?
Yeah, Give Your Heart a Break
love
gave
that
me
song. I love
the
that song
ick.
too.
But then when I did it for Revamped, it totally changed the feel of it. And now I love doing it again. Yeah.
Such a
I'm
good
so excited
song.
to
Why did
hear
it give you
It's
the
such a
ick?
good song.
Thank you. It gave me the ick because I had to do it so much. And I felt like it was so pop that even when I ventured out into like more pop R&B,
Yeah.
it was still so pop that it kind of like stuck me in a lane
Yeah.
forever that I didn't love. But I recently just performed it live in July and was like, wait, I really love this again.
It's back.
It's back.
good.
I love it.
Thank you.
Oh, such a
Were
good
you
song.
ever on stage singing confident and not feeling confident?
Ooh.
Yes. Totally. I'm so
Me too.
human when it comes to that.
Go ahead. Sorry.
No, I'm so human and like, I've been very open about my struggles, like having dealt with an eating disorder in the past, like being on stage when you're having a bad body image day is the worst feeling.
Yeah.
There's nothing you can do. You have to go out there. And so which is like another reason why touring is so hard is because you're not always going to feel great in your skin, but you have to be in front of people with tons of cameras.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's been challenging in the past, but like I also sometimes have to like tell myself, okay, just believe the lyrics that you're singing, even as hard as it may be. Like try to fake it till you make it, and sometimes that helps.
I can't even imagine that. Like, because when you're touring.
You're right. Like,
Dude,
think
like,
about our
we
tour.
could barely do it.
barely go on tour. We ate
I
at Shake Shack.
had panic attacks.
She literally walked off the
She
stage.
did. And I'm like, Jack, we're not singing, right? Like, what are you nervous about?
We had like a really bad show in Ohio.
There's literally 200 people there.
Well, they said we could sell like this huge venue, and then we
Right.
couldn't.
Well, it
and
was also like a library or something.
it was like in a weird place, and there was
No, it
like
was like a
200 people
veterans,
there.
like,
it was
building.
like a memorial center or something. It was like very dark, and it was just a really bad show where like the audience is giving you nothing.
Nothing.
Like
Yes.
you're doing your shtick, and you're like dancing,
And then you
man.
push harder, and then you're
and then you
still
push
not getting
harder.
anything back, and you're like, I can't win,
Well,
and you
and
want to go
them
away.
both push. Like
We
when
pushed
it's not
really
working,
hard.
Keltie's like,
I know.
I'm gonna do a
Like
dance
I'm doing right now. Like if the question doesn't work, I'm like, and then tell me that. But like, Jack had to walk off at the end and had a little cry.
But like that's the thing. And that's one of the reasons why I never want to tour again, because it's like I can't handle that. So I commend you and anybody that tours so much to be able to just like compartmentalize. And I know you can't compartmentalize because we're human, and especially women, it's a lot easier for men to just be like, I'll turn it off and be fine. But to be able to do that no matter what, if you're sick, if you're feeling like shit, if like something happens in your life, like that's crazy. Like no other job is like that. Like an office job, you could be like, I'm just not coming in.
Well, I would say that athletes have to perform their best.
Yes.
And they've got a lot of pressure riding on them too.
But they're not like emotionally available, if that makes any sense. You know,
It's
like
true. Like if you're an Olympic gymnast, you're like in the mode.
And you can
you're
almost,
just
like-
in fight mode.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're not having to like sing Skyscraper.
Right.
And have everyone crying at you in the audience, and you be like, "I also don't want to be here. Thanks so much." You know, like, like I don't know.
No, it takes a lot.
It's
like
hard.
it takes a special type of a human. Like it really does.
It's hard. I think I've just been doing it for so long that like
it's part of you.
it's like second nature for me.
Yeah. It's so crazy.
Okay, I have 2 more questions and then a game. Will you ever go back to acting? I feel like we need an Oscar.
I feel like I need an Oscar too.
Would you like if the right thing came along?
Yeah, definitely. I would love to go back to acting.
Like not a sitcom. I want a serious. I'm going to tell you what I want.
I feel like does anyone watch sitcoms anymore?
No.
Yes, people do. They do.
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess they do, but
Like you need a limited series.
thank you. I would love to do that. I think something that's kept me from going back to acting has been body image issues. You know, that's another thing where like you have to show up every single day and be on camera no matter what.
Yeah.
But I think I've like gotten to a really good place with that now to where like I can do that. And so that's definitely been something that I've been thinking about and would love to do that. That would be really fun.
No, the world needs you.
Oh, thanks.
I feel that though. I feel that.
What about a Broadway show, even though you might have to wear a leotard again?
So something about Broadway that I feel like, one, I don't know the culture. Like I can't stand on a Broadway stage and feel good about it because I didn't grow up with Broadway in my life.
Yeah.
And I feel like that's like not really fair. And then 2, I also I have my memory is really like I don't have a good memory. So memorizing lines that you have to say every single night, like yes, you probably get used to it, but I feel like I have teleprompters on stage in my shows because I have so many songs that like I just forget the words. And it's nice to have a little screen there that helps me, that guides me. You don't get that in Broadway.
Yeah.
And that terrifies the shit out of me. So like Broadway terrifies me and I don't know if I'll ever be able to do that.
You could do it.
Becca knows.
You could do it.
I feel like your voice. Don't do Hamilton. There's too many words in Hamilton.
many words in Hamilton.
But do like a casual.
There's people who have like, help in ears and like people off stage if you ever, you wouldn't need it. It's very like autopilot.
Right.
Well,
I used to do, I did a few like plays in school growing up.
Yeah.
And like I did a not Broadway, but like a musical. I did a musical. And it was so fun and it felt, like I had a blast doing it. I cried when it was over.
Yeah.
So like I definitely could see myself loving it.
Yeah.
I think I'm just terrified of it.
It is so scary.
Well,
You know, it'd be so good.
What?
I just thought that you should reboot Once the musical
Oh,
and be the girl because it's like
Yeah.
singer songwriter, and then you'll win the Tony for best.
We're planning your EGOT.
Oh, one.
That's what's going down here.
Once, you know
I didn't
the
know what you
ones?
said.
Yeah.
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 Jack will put the CD. She'll burn the CD and put it in a little bag. She's going to give it to your security guy, and then you can listen to the CD and see what you think.
Exactly.
Okay, my last thing is when I think of you, I think of the word resilient, and resilient is one of my favorite characteristics of a human being because I feel like it's so easy to be handed things on a silver platter, and it's so easy to like just grow and then just be doing the thing. But to get knocked down time and time again and to keep picking yourself back up and putting yourself out there is so, so difficult. And so I wanted our last question before the game to be sort of like, what does resilience mean to each of us? And like, what is resilient about us?
Oh.
I'm going to start with Becca.
Oh, well, I also get knocked down, but usually after auditions and things. Well, I think anyone that's in a creative space, like that's just part of it, is getting knocked down. What's interesting is that
like when you're auditioning for acting jobs, you are used to hearing no. Like there's really like those are the odds. They're never in your favor. So sometimes I forget like to continue doing it and trying it is very resilient. And most people go to like 3 job interviews in their entire life, and we go to like 3,000 and get none of them usually, maybe 1.5. So yeah, and you're being vulnerable. So it's like this double whammy of putting yourself out there, and you're having to be very vulnerable in order to get the job. So it's,
Yeah, that's
and
true.
then personal shit, but I won't bore you.
It's never boring. Jacqueline?
I feel like my biggest enemy is myself. And like I've gone through so many body image issues like over the years, and I just get down on myself so much. So I think my resiliency probably is just like getting out of my own way, like on a daily basis. Like especially with body stuff. I think you and I like can resonate with that like a lot, where it's overwhelming, all encompassing, like can't think about anything else. So yeah.
My resiliency is that that I keep thinking that the girls know this about me, but like I keep creating things and putting them out into the universe thinking that like if one of them comes true that I'll suddenly feel better about myself. And then every time I put something out, it like never quite does what I want it to do. And it always just feels like our book, our clothing line, like it's just like every single time we have something big that's exciting, even like the show I have a new show and it just came out in the summer, like it feels like every time it's supposed to be like the moment, it like never is. And for some reason, I just keep like putting stuff out there. And like I really wish that I would just literally, in the words of Demi Lovato, like give my heart a break, like literally just like stop trying so hard, because it's like exhausting to keep trying so hard and then it never really doing what you want it to do. But at the same time, like I do really love that about myself, that like I'll probably just still be making shit when I'm 65 years old and like it still won't be going my way, but I'll just be doing it anyway.
You can't stop.
Can't stop.
Can't stop.
My resiliency is like a bit of each of yours. Like I relate on the actor front and being told no a million times and like still picking myself up. Relate on the body image front and my perfectionism, like trying to win all the time, but just like pushing that aside and living my life and staying present. And then also putting too high of expectations on myself to where I get like bummed because it's never going to be enough.
No.
Like no matter if I were to win 47 Grammys and get an EGOT and like all that stuff, it's like for some reason it's still never enough. And so like picking myself up and just realizing like what matters is like grounding myself and being in the present moment with my friends and my family. Like that's what's important to me. And I guess personally, like with all of that, also like I've been through a lot and I don't let it get to me. Like I still fight for my sobriety every day. I still fight for, positive body image even when I don't have it. And I guess that's what resiliency is to me, is like picking yourself up when things aren't in your favor or like when things get really challenging.
Yeah.
Amen.
Amen. Okay. Turn that frown upside down. I have a game. It's called Revamped, LadyGang style.
Sorry about your
okay.
ears.
Sorry. Okay. All right. So based on the new revamped tracks, we're going to answer these questions.
Okay.
A little bit of a lightning round, ladies.
Okay.
Okay. What are you not sorry about? What are you sorry, not sorry about?
Going to bed before the sun goes down.
Oh yeah.
Me neither. Love it.
That's still so insane to me. That
I
you do
love
that.
it.
I know.
Me
It's
too.
So insane.
Night night.
8:15. Bye-bye.
I'm not sorry for posting cringy content on social media because I like it.
Ooh, I'm not sorry that I'm K-type, and when people are crappy at their jobs, I call them out, even though no one likes me.
I'm not sorry that I post my boyfriend all the time on Instagram.
same.
And it might be cringy, but I don't care.
Love it.
I think it's cute.
I
Oh,
think it's cute,
thanks.
too.
I think yours is so cute too. Thanks.
Well, it was so funny when Jack was when she was engaged, she did like 5 engagement photo shoots. And
Yes,
Becca's
they were
husband,
so great.
Becca's husband is like,
Jeez, I hope we do see some more engagement content.
It's so funny. I love it.
I loved it.
Okay, what do you think is cool for the summer this year?
SPF swim shirts.
I am thinking platform Crocs. They're really expanding what they've got going on.
How do you not have them yet? I'm shocked.
I do.
I've never
I just
seen
haven't
you in
really
them.
posted about them.
Come on.
They have this new one that's like a stomper heel. You would probably really like them. Do you like Crocs?
Look at her. She's wearing a beautiful blazer.
But I feel like
I
you
have
could do
Crocs
it-
at home.
Yeah, you could do
that I
like
wear
a
with sweats.
She's like casual Croc.
Yeah, casual Crocs.
But you're not wearing them outdoors.
No, I'll wear them to like if I have to go to the grocery store, maybe.
Okay.
Yeah.
I mean, I'll
Do you
wear
have
them-
like what the little things that you stick in it, like a
gibbets?
pizza?
Gibbets.
I have
gibbet?
gibbets.
Yeah.
Yes.
No, they're so cute.
Your own gibbet?
No, I don't.
You should make one.
I should.
You could make so much
Wow.
money on that. Sell them for
That's not a
$5 a
bad
pop.
idea.
You know what?
Sell
I
a
know
million of
someone
them.
who's really good at making little rubber things.
That's right. Yeah, that's right.
The gibbet is the new bracelet.
I should make little
It's just
mini
ruthless.
jacvanek bracelets.
Oh my god.
Wow.
They're like little, okay.
Anyway.
Business venture.
Cool for the summer this year is I'm so uncool, but denim on denim on denim on denim. I just
Oh,
feel be-
denim.
I
I
feel
was like, what
better
are
when
you-
I wear denim on denim.
I do like denim on denim. I feel
all
like
the
that's-
denims.
Yeah.
Cool for the summer. Revamped.
Becca, what gives you a heart attack?
The most recent thing that gave me a heart attack was the earthquake in Los Angeles that we had. I didn't think I was afraid, and did you not? You're looking at me like I'm a baby. Oh
yeah.
You didn't
It
feel
was
it?
a tiny jolt.
It was tiny Joel.
Okay, well,
You've been
depending on
living
where you were in the
Austin too
city.
long.
I didn't feel it.
Really?
No.
It was probably when you were
I was
like
getting
jumping
up from
around
the
in the
couch.
water.
We're in the
Pool. That's what
That's
it's
true.
No, you were in motion. See, I was seated, and
I
it
was
was
too.
like I felt it through the depths of my soul, and my
Whoa.
heart stopped.
Okay. Jack?
So I'm waiting for the big one, you know?
Yeah. I mean, my new fear is diving into unknown bodies of water, unknown depths.
Okay.
Yeah.
Mine's a little more ridiculous. What gave me a heart attack is when people in Los Angeles use a yellow light as a red light. It's red light, yellow light, green light. Green light means go, yellow light means slow down, and red light means stop. But in Los Angeles, red light and yellow light means speed up and get through the intersection.
yeah.
I don't like it. That's
Yeah.
not the rule. That's not how driving works.
Yeah.
Yeah.
My alarm clock. I sleep so hard that my alarm clock scares the shit out of me.
Oh my God.
Do you have one of those ones that like eases?
I do.
And it
I
still
really
does?
do.
Damn.
I don't have one.
No,
but
you need that.
I
Like
know.
it
You need the
like
one that,
starts low and it grows.
Debbie, wake up.
You could set your phone to it.
be epic.
Yeah, some ASMR.
Yeah. That would just put you right back into a deep
That's
sleep.
true. That's true.
I feel most confident when?
Like some sort of challenge, like running my half marathon, stuff like that.
Oh.
Yeah.
Standing side stage on Jared's show. At Jared's show.
Cute.
That's cute. I feel the most confident in New York City, and I want to be wearing a power suit.
Okay.
I'm going to be a little risque.
Yes.
And say I feel the most confident when I'm having sex.
Great.
Damn.
Tell me what that's like.
I'm just like, ooh, no one asked me how sex day was last weekend.
Oh, yeah.
Kelty
Kelty
has
has
a
to
date
plan her
for
sexual
10
engagements
years
with
of
her
marriage,
husband.
you know.
It's too long. It's too busy. Wait, tell me more about that.
No.
Well, I think because like
so creepy.
because you're so present
Yes.
that you're not thinking about
Yeah.
what is actually like what clouds your judgment throughout the rest of the day.
Yeah.
Or at least that's how it is for me. I know and it's not that way for everybody, but
Last one. If someone's going to say oh God, my English. If someone was going to tell
English?
me you love me, I'd prefer they say it with
Money.
Oh, that's a good one. A nice cocktail. I'm easy. And cheap.
a new set of pens or a book.
a Canadian accent.
Oh yeah, you know what, Demi? I love you so much,
had
Demi.
to.
Oh yeah, can you do a Canadian?
No. About
A boot.
Oh
Sorry.
yeah. I want to tell you about my girlfriend or my lover.
You're Irish. Aren't you Canadian?
Oh yeah, you know. Well, I'm from like the bad part.
The Irish
He's from the
part?
cool part. T-Dot.
No, he's from Ottawa.
Yeah, it's still cool.
The capital.
I'm from Ottawa's like.
Yeah.
I mean, Ottawa's not Toronto or Montreal, but it's not Sherwood Park,
They've got
Alberta.
things going on.
Yeah. It's like
Yeah.
culturally like
There's something going on there.
Something. Okay, well, this was amazing.
This
We're
was so
so
fun.
excited for you. The new album is out literally today, which is also
Hell yes.
the day that Jacvanek is getting married. So I feel like this is all happening the same week. Revamped is here. Go pre-save it. Go download it. Go make it number 1 across the earth. Buy 7 copies. Is it going to be available in a CD-ROM at the Target?
Yes, I believe so.
Okay, good. Buy the vinyls. I want everyone to buy 10 copies. We need to make our confident Demi number frickin' 1 so that she feels like she needs to go and tour this album.
Yes. Thank you. You're so sweet.
And I'm not telling you where to follow Demi because everyone already does.
Yep.
We
We'll see you next Tuesday.